Well, just under a month until Scotland compete in the Euros, their first finals of a major tournament in more than 16 years. We're just a wee bit excited over here. Steve Clarke expected to name his provisional squad later this week. Here to discuss is former Scotland manager Alex McLeish. Alex, are you expecting any big surprises?
Well, he's got a wee bit of scope because of the UEFA have added, I think, another 3 to the squad. And therefore, there could be the chance of Chelsea's Billy Gilmour coming in, who is a precocious young talent. He's been, he's impacted in the Chelsea team under Thomas Tuchel, which is no mean feat. You kind of half expected Billy not to be ready for this season with Tuchel coming in, but when he's had the chance, he gave Billy an airing, and there may be a slot available for somebody like that. I know Kenny McLean's out and Jack is out from Rangers, so there are 1 or 2 little spaces, and perhaps we'll see a surprise or 2, and Billy could be one who he brings in for experience, to get him that experience.
Well, James Forrests is back playing again. Should he be in with the shouts?
James is, as you know, certainly in my time there, he scored that remarkable hat-trick at Hampden against the Israelis in those 2 games against Albania and Israel. He was absolutely outstanding, and maybe if Stevie thinks that he's not up to speed for such a tournament as the Euros, then he's got to be the best judge of that, and he will be doing everything. I would think he'd be doing everything with the physios and talking to the Celtic physios, the doctors, and if James gets the green light, James Forrest gets the green light, then I'm sure he'll be in the squad.
Do you think we have the calibre and quality of players to compete at this level and to get results?
I do. I believe now that there's been Stevie's found a kind of system where Lyndon Dykes has been used to good effect, and he's held the ball up for as well. It wasn't quite happening in the past, and Lyndon Dykes has done that quite well for Stevie in those qualification process. And now he's got Shea Adams, and the big difference there is Shea is a strong, very, very quick centre forward, which we haven't had for a long time. And so again, as I said earlier, you're only as good as your centre forwards. And if they can play similar roles, I don't know, Ollie McBurney could be in there as well. If they can play those their roles to perfection, then there's no danger that I think the rest of the team will flourish around about that. We've had some remarkable rises in players' quality since 4 or 5 of the players are playing in the Premier League and in England as well now at a very, very high level.
Well, you've plenty of experience of big tournaments, both from a player and manager perspective. How do you prepare for competitions like this one, both mentally and physically?
Preparation is massively important, and so that goes for the players as well. The season is finished, but you don't put the tools away. I think they have to clear their heads, and I know there's a cup final as well coming up, but they need to clear their heads and get back to focusing on the Euros, which I believe every one of them will be motivated mainly because of the fact that Scotland haven't been there for such a long time, and a lot of these guys will be absolutely ecstatic that they have achieved this, and they will then want to put a show on, in terms of what they've done already. But preparation is of vital importance, and Stevie will have as I said, the trainers and the sports science team on the ball and making sure that everybody is in a state of fitness, that these European this European tournament would demand, and the players will, I'm sure, rise to that occasion.
It's so much pressure, though, isn't it?
It goes on, but it's just wonderfully rewarding in your life to be able to be, first and foremost, make the grade as a footballer, play it as high as a professional level as you can. Then you can also appear for your country, which is also of the highest exaltation. So, they should be empowered by that. And I would believe that the guys who have been playing in the Scotland team and taking us in recent games through to the finals, they will have that empowerment, and they will want to show that they can cope against strong England team, strong Czech Republic team, Croatia, whoever, that they can go head to head with anybody. And we know when it was going to be hard. England have got incredible talent. You would think that England would win that game, be favourites, but I believe that especially the players who are playing in England will want to have something to say about that.
How do you think Scotland will fare in our group?
Well, they'll get every chance. You'd have to think England are the favourites. Czech Republic are an emerging nation as well. If you look at the two West Ham players who have had a fantastic season for West Ham, and Davy Moyes, talking about recruitment again, that was a brilliant piece of recruitment. Souček coming in there, scoring a barrel of goals. And when we seen the Czech Republic playing in the Hampden games, they looked a real handful. And I know that Scotland had a narrow 1-0 victory there, but the Czechs kind of dominated the possession of the game, which makes me think that they're going to have a very tough game when they get to the Euros. So fingers crossed we get through that stage. But the teams are so balanced that it's very difficult. You would, again, as I said, see England as the favourites.